time.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right. This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Catch and shoot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over ball. Ball in a mashador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
A perfect counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. That counter punch caught him clean. Jab won't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots.
Great. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Right hook just missed. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that end of shot power.
How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They have no respect for each other's punching power. He threw a punch and just got countered. It's bombs away. Good counter punch. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. That jab doesn't find a home. Good counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
But don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the...
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job.
I want you to load up.
And there's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fight. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice defense with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Lucky that hook didn't score. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Switched off. What you're doing, I need you to focus on what you do.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up halfway through the round. And I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
A perfect counter length. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fight...
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
On to the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. These two fighters are made for one another. Beautiful counter punch. It's all offense all the time. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Can't score with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go.
Talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right,
It's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this.
There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter shot. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You don't want to trade shots. The straight right just misses. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Come on, you're switching up. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up.
Great work. Stay focused.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Can't land that jab. Just missed with that hook. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Good work. You're thinking.
There's the bell for round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punching. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That hook doesn't score. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through cap.
That's now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
And let's reset.
There's the bell to start round 11. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And this with that jab. like to see more jabs. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Still up here.
On to the 12th. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
There's a counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Good defense with that left jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Wilder in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Go back out.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Just stay focused.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Be smart when you go out there.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick. Just keep him on the...
When you're stepping around.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Only catching air with that hook. Good counter punch. A lot of effort being exerted here. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting.
Good man, good man. Just same again. Don't change too much.
Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Just don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart.
So here we are, the final round of the fight. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He threw the hook, didn't land. There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
counter shot. The straight right just misses. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That jab doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake.